right back where they started. It's 1st and 10 again. Throwing here, Hurts. Escapes the pocket. This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. A big 34-yard pickup there. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, Drew, I love that.
On 1st down, Hurts. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Hurts trying again on 2nd down. He's on the move. Ravens swoop it in, and they bring him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
All right, 1st sack on the board on the 1st drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
And the Ravens going nickel, 3rd down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Roquan Smith with the pick. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Hey, report! Report! Hey, Ozzy, sit up!
Go. Motioning one of the tight ends. Jackson looking to throw right away. He'll check this one down, complete to the fullback. And he's going to be touched down a yard shy of that marker. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Hey, middle. 180.
From the 27. Oh, he nearly starts the game off with a pick. Just couldn't hang on to it. Good defensive play, though, regardless. It's going to bring up 3rd down. Jackson looking to throw. He completes it in traffic. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
Hey. Sit up.
Lamar throwing again. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They send a tight end in motion. And again, it's Jackson. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Third and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Putting a receiver in motion. Jackson yet again. A quick slant here, caught by Andrews. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They got 24 yards on the play. And that gives them first and goal.
Go ahead.
They'll run here with Henry. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Quick pass, right side, complete. Touchdown, Baltimore. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal.
Oh, it's a fake. Looks like they're going to throw. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes. Incomplete.
I know these special teams coaches spend all week trying to find a little weakness, and I guess they saw something on film they may have liked. But I think this serves as a reminder, if you want to get to, try the conversion from the 2-yard line next time.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a massive 35-yard pickup, first down.
Great.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Hauled in by Curt, left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. We're back and excited to start the second. Eagles in a nice spot to put up points. First down from the red zone. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, he lost the football. And that bounces out before anyone can make a recovery. They're going to have this one inside the 10. Well, nearly the end of that series, partner. You could almost see those players rooting for the ball to bounce across that sideline before a defender made the recovery.
Yeah, sometimes that sideline's a player's worst enemy, but sometimes it could be their best friend, and this is one of those times where that best friend delivered.
Hurts now from the gun. Forced out to his right. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles tie and can take the lead here in the second. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles take the lead on that successful kick. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Hey. No, we changed it. Hey, come on.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion.
You at A. Hey, report.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. That one intended for Mark Andrews. So that brings up 2nd down.
Hey, Alpha, sit up. Hey, 13. Sit up. Finish up.
Throwing again is Lamar. Rolling left, buying some time. Throwing up. That's complete inside the 35. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35.
Go ahead. Sit up.
Handoff headed right to Henry. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Brought down by Jalen Carter. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Hey, middle.
They send a man in motion.
Sit up.
2nd and 8. Gets this one to Andrews. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 2nd quarter lead. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he can rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
Ravens gonna give it another go, trying for 2. Jackson throwing for it. On the move, headed right. And the pass is caught. Tack 2 more onto the score. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Don't touch that.
Curt's to throw. Chased out to his right. On the run. He's got it deep downfield. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. 35 on the pickup. And that's good for an Eagles first down. Now Hurts. Escapes the pocket. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
Well, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Now the 2nd time we've had the privilege of calling a touchdown pass to him in this opening half, Brock, and you're starting to get the feeling that he isn't done yet.
Well, but defensively, Kate, you got to do something different. It's kind of like a pitcher who gives up a home run and then a 2nd home run to that same guy. You are not going to give him a pitch to hit, and this defense has got to start taking this receiver away.
That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles tie things up at 14. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Middle. Go ahead.
Jackson to throw it. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That one hits for 30. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40.
Hey! You.
They've got a man in motion. 1st down, here's Lamar. Completed to Flowers. And he has it down to the 30 before going out. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Yo. You change it. Shut up!
Now it's Jackson. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And the Eagles are going to set up just beyond the 10-yard line. He steps in front and picks it off. Looked like he missed the spot there, partner. Maybe because he threw it on the run?
Yeah, I think that's exactly the case, Kate. You know, you get set in the pocket. This game is fast anyway. Things are flying, but once you get on the run, it is a whole nother speed and really becomes advantage defense as they take it away.
Great. Set.
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Goddard makes the catch. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Brandon Stevens in on the tackle.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Curt's with it on 3rd and short. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. On 4th down, Hurts. He connects downfield on 4th. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
He's on the move. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
That's just a total team effort right there, Kate. Defense was relentless on that play. Some of them chased him from the pocket, the others, well, they took away the easy throwing lane, and it really influenced that incompletion.
73.
Hurts throwing again. This one finds Goddard. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
1st down, a run with Barkley. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles get some late points and the lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Well, Brock, you found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off for 6.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. From his own end zone, here we go. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
No, we changed it.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, report.
Man in motion here. 2nd and 10 now. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And the Eagles take possession down inside the 30 after the interception. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he's down into the red zone. This run gets to the 18. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Hurts looking to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles will add to their lead at the end of the half. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles double their lead to 14. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining. Throwing now on 1st down. It's Jackson. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. He was looking for Mark Andrews. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. He's back to throw. Taking a deep shot here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Now here's Lamar. Fits it through the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. One play in, and already they're close to midfield.
Hey, middle. Nice shot. Go.
3rd quarter starts with a run from Henry. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Offense up to the line fast. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. That's Nolan Smith there for the stop. Jackson throwing here. Complete, Derrick Henry. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
1st down throw for Jackson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That one intended for Mark Andrews. So it's 2nd down coming up. Throwing again is Lamar. Finds his fullback. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
Hey, middle. Hey, shot.
Jackson on 3rd and 1. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock, even if it would have been a touchdown. That was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react. And then you got to burst. And that
oh, brother, it's another interception. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles are finally tackled after a big return. They're going to have the football beyond their own 30 following the turnover. Well, they had one last gasp to try to make something happen here in the red zone, Brock. Just wasn't there. This defense too locked in, coming up with the interception.
Yeah, it's the work they do on those first 3 downs to get to this 4th down, like a pitcher does, to get to an 0-2 count. They know it's their advantage. And once that offense decides to go for it on 4th down, a good chance they're going to get that stop. And oh, by the way, a few style points and add it to the stat sheet with the INT. Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Hey, Silver. No touch.
Here's 2nd and 11. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. He was looking for Dallas Goedert there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Hurts now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions to get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Now on 4th down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Takes this in at the 25. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. Found some space, ended up with 18 on that return. And the Ravens will go on offense. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43.
Let's go. Get up.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Looking to his fullback now. And he's going to be at midfield now as he gets out of bounds.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the gun, Jackson. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
You changed it.
Lamar back to throw. Escapes out to the left. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
You changed it. Go ahead.
Lamar throwing again. Getting out to his left. He's on the move. And he's going to be out of bounds right along the 20.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
And the Birds bring out the nickel look. Third down coming up. Here's Lamar. That's incomplete. Trying to set up the screen there.
You know, these third and short situations, you rep them all the time. Snap after snap, rep after rep. You're expecting man-to-man coverage in that down and distance, and you're expecting to execute. A time on third and short, they can't get the job done.
Jackson's going to go on fourth. He's got Andrews. They hit for 16 yards on fourth down, and a drive we all thought had stalled out is going to carry on.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's first and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. Buys time, rolling, and they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Justin Tucker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
That's right.
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And they had that one contained right at the line. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. So we're through 3 here. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Hey, easy, 63, back.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he'll have it a little shy of the 40 as he goes out. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
I'm sure Coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st and 10, here's Hurts. Able to get it to Barkley. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Go Silver, ready?
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he carries it for a big gain that gets him down into the red zone. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Goddard makes the catch. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. His 4th receiving score of the game. As he naps another touchdown, Brock. I gotta ask you, the former QB, is this a point where all the other guys who haven't scored or only have one touchdown today are coming over you and saying, bro, why aren't you looking for me? Throw me the football.
They may be saying it, but it's a little more of a look, Kate. Like, really? I mean, can I eat too? Do I get an opportunity to sit at the table? But when you got the rapport these two have right now and the confidence and the timing, boy, you look him up every chance you get.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
No, we change it. Oh, you at X, you at X. Hey, report. Report. Hey, Ozzy, sit up. Hey, right shot.
A tight end in motion now. 1st down, here's Lamar. Flush down now to his left. Throwing on the run, deep, and they pick him off again! Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And the Eagles return the interception almost to midfield before the tackle's made.
4 picks, 1 game. Hey, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Curt setting up to throw. Forced out to his right. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. It's a 21-yard gain. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
Good. Set. Out.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Another try following the sack. And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down.
These scouts in the NFL, man, they scour the country, right? Coast to coast. You know what they're looking for with defensive players? They are looking for game records. And that is exactly what this defender has done. He has wrecked this offense with back-to-back sacks.
Now Hurts on 3rd and long. This finds Smith.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a 1st down.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that makes this a 3-score game.
I think you could call this one now, Kate. His field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Lamar off the play fake. He's trying another one deep. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Hey, middle. That's up.
Putting a receiver in motion. 2nd down, Jackson to pass. Rolling left, buying some time. That one's cut along the left sideline. He does it! Touchdown, Baltimore! The Ravens get it back to within 2 possessions. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Tucker on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
63, bad.
Barkley trying this up the gut. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Hurts looking to throw. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. Jahan Dotson, the intended receiver. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Great.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. That pass complete to Goddard. And he's able to move it past the 45 before going out. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 46.
Hey, 73. Delta.
On 1st down, Hurts. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Nate Wiggins has got it. And the Ravens have some new life in the 4th. First down, ball at the 36. Play fake, Jackson. Finds a man, right side. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. From the 31. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. That one intended for Mark Andrews. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Go ahead. 180. Hey, hey. Shot.
Now to throw. It is caught left side. And he's out a yard or two shy of the 15. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
You. Ready, shot.
From the red zone now. And this is cut for a score, and we are not done here yet. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens cut it to a field goal game. They'll line up for the onside kick here. Gotta find a way to get it back. Just a little over a minute and a half remaining. And the onside kick doesn't pan out. The Eagles make the recovery. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now Barkley. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Great.
Here's another carry for Barkley. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Setting up to pass. Connects on the crosser. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Hey!
They're going to run with Barkley. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. And he will score. And with almost no time left, that should clinch the win. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts him up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles make it a 10-point ball game. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
It's on. We change it.
Jackson throwing here. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. That one intended for Mark Andrews. So it'll be 2nd down.
Hey. No, we change it. You at A. Hey, report. Hey, Ozzy, sit up.
Throwing again is Lamar. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. That one intended for Mark Andrews. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Hey, shot. 13.
Looking to throw it. Completed to Flowers. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. So it's an Eagles win here in this one. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike.